Today I'm talking to Alhan Kessler from WiderFunnel, and we go into detail about talking about the evolutionary website design. How, if you actually redesign your website without doing any research and optimization first, you may actually decrease your conversion rates. Not a good idea. Let's check it out with Alhan Kessler.
Hi, and welcome to Marketing Optimization with Alex Design. I am your host, Alex Harris, and today we have Alhan Kessler from WiderFunnel. How you doing, Alhan?
Good. How are you doing, Alex?
Good. To get started, I like to ask, what is your definition of optimization, and why is it beneficial?
Well, just like anyone, we're there. Our job is to help a company's bottom line, right? And on top of that, and this is the part that a lot of conversion optimizers ignore, we want to learn about what triggers a specific target audience to take action. So we want to learn from the optimization process and then apply those learnings across all marketing channels. So whether that's other web pages on the website, that could be print material, it could be a TV ad, it doesn't matter. The point is you can learn about an audience through conversion optimization and then apply a lot of those learnings across all marketing channels and therefore see an improvement in ROI in many different areas, not just a landing page or not just one specific area of a website.
Yeah, that's pretty common. So many people comment, "Oh, I'm optimizing my landing page," but they don't follow through to all the other areas of the conversion funnel, the sign up process, or the checkout. That's really interesting. I'm hearing consistency about that a lot. So, how did you get started at WiderFunnel?
Well, I was spending my last 5 years in New York at a small agency that grew from very small size to now about 300 employees. And I started out in SEO and just traffic generation. Got into PPC, email marketing, social media marketing. And I was training a whole team on doing all these activities. And eventually my focus started to shift from traffic generation to then conversion optimization. So I've attended a lot of the conversion conferences in the past few years and just got really into it and sort of started specializing in it. And then decided I want to dedicate my career to conversion optimization. And I've known Chris for a few years and gave him a call and said, I want to work for you.
Yeah, Chris is a great guy to work for. He really not only is a super smart guy, but he pushes you to really challenge you in the conversion space. He's always a great guy to talk to. Do you guys have? I came in, considering that I know a lot about conversion optimization and just spending an hour or two each day with him on any project. He gives me so much more insight on all these projects. Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely an inspiration in the space, and I haven't been able to see him speak yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So do you guys have a framework that you follow at WiderFunnel? We
do, yes. So the framework we follow for conversion optimization is what we call the WiderFunnel system. It starts out by first prioritizing our testing opportunities. So we typically work with clients on long engagements, minimum 6 months, but ideally 2 years. And so there's any number of places we could start optimizing. We could start on the home page, on some forms, on a specific landing page. And so we have an initial plan, which we call the Kaizen plan, where we go in and we prioritize all of the possible testing opportunities. So we look at potential. So how bad is it right now, just based on both analytics and heuristics. So we take a look at it ourselves and we look at the data behind it. We'll even run user tests to really find some areas of opportunity. We'll look at how important some of these areas are. How much traffic are they getting? How many direct landing pages are there, and which of those landing pages are getting most of the inbound traffic? And then how easy is it going to be to make changes to these pages? Because we're working with specific platform, right, where you have to be able to implement your tests. Otherwise, there's, you're going to be waiting around a long time to implement certain experiments. And we want to set up these testing opportunities in a way that when we learn something in one test, that we can pass it on to the next experiment. So there's a flow of learnings from one test to the next, so that by the time we get towards the end of our list of opportunities, we've already learned so much about our target audience that test is almost self-explanatory. There's very little guessing going on when we create variations. And so we keep going back to that initial plan of test opportunities, and we want to spot some future ideas, and we keep going round after round on the same pages throughout our engagement. So once we've got that in place, then we apply what's called the lift model to analyzing any given test opportunity. So that involves looking at the page and saying, okay, is the value proposition getting across? Is anxiety being reduced? Are distractions being reduced? What can we get rid of on this page? And then what additional information, or how can we modify the information in a way to make it more clear? So additional clarity, as well as increasing the urgency on the page. So what are some triggers we can put on there that will increase the likelihood that someone will want to take this action right now? And that's it. So we apply that throughout all of the test opportunities, and based on what outcome comes of the lift analysis, we come up with a number of hypotheses which we apply in our variations. And each experiment we set up is set up in such a way that even if all of our variations were to lose, which is really unlikely, even if they all lost against our control page, so we had a losing experiment, we still have learnings which we can use and apply in future rounds of testing. So it's a very low risk strategy in terms of experiment setup.